The first week of the baseball season has brought some wild swings in card prices, but we've got football and basketball as well in today's Top 5 Cards.
My name is Jeff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me and my team as we help you profit from the hobby we all love.
Hello, sports card investors, and happy baseball season. It is here. Happy basketball playoffs. They are here as well. This is a good time to be a sports card investor because the combination of baseball being underway and the basketball playoffs upon us is causing some real card price movement, and we are sure to see some more card price movement in the weeks ahead. So we got a lot to talk about in today's Top 5 Tuesday. And of course, all of this price movement, you can see it every day by going into the Sports Card Investor app. It is really moving right now. The rankings inside the Sports Card Investor app have been changing every single day as baseball players and basketball players have been having incredible performances. If you don't have the Sports Card Investor app, download it now. It's free. Just search for Sports Card Investor in the App Store. And of course, if you do have it, you're going to want to open it up every day and check out these wild swings in card prices that are occurring. But right now, we've got the 5 biggest for you this week. Let's get started with this week's Top 5 Cards. We're going to start off with a cold card today because it's a reminder that not all cards go up, many go down, especially ultra-modern cards, as is the case with RJ Barrett. And this one is a sad one for me because I like RJ Barrett. I like this guy's game. I have been hopeful for him. I own a fair amount of RJ Barrett cards, but the Knicks took a step back this year. After making a rare playoff appearance last season, this year the Knicks failed to make the playoffs. And normally when a team is eliminated, whether it's in the regular season or from the playoffs, you oftentimes see the card prices of the players on that team decline. And that is exactly what has happened recently with RJ Barrett. Let's take a look at some of his cards. Oh man, we're looking over the last year. This has been an absolute bloodbath, guys. And I've got some of his most popular rookie cards up here on the screen. That top line is his 2019 Prism Silver in PSA 10. I've got his Prism Base in PSA 10, his Mosaic Base in PSA 10, and his Optic Base in PSA 10. And even though these are much different prices, obviously the Prism Silver is the more expensive of the 4 cards by far. If I switch to look at price change by percentage, you can see they all have almost the exact same pattern over the last year. And unfortunately, that pattern is downward. It doesn't matter which RJ Barrett card you have, they have all gone down over the last year. And in fact, for example, that Prism Silver in PSA 10 condition, a year ago, that card was selling for as much as $800. That card has most recently sold for just a little over $200. What an incredible fall. And this is from a player who at times this season played well. And in fact, you can see his cards actually went up during the course of the season for a little while. This peak in here is during the months of September, October, kind of leading into the season, early season, getting into November. That's the early part of the NBA season. And his cards were up. And then they came crashing back down. And then they went back up a little bit back at the beginning of March. He actually, I think, even made a top 5 list because he was playing really well and his cards went up quite a bit. But then the Knicks got eliminated from playoff contention and his cards fell again. And guys, this is one of the reasons why it's always risky to invest in ultra-modern cards. And while we talk about them a lot on this show, you're oftentimes better off diversifying your investments into older cards and into the GOATs. So make sure you are doing that as well. On this show, we report the cards that are going up, but we aren't necessarily predicting how those cards will do in the future. Sometimes they go back down. But now let's talk about cards doing well. And in the number 5 spot, we are starting with Juan Soto. the absolutely exceptional young star for the Nationals. Juan Soto almost won the MVP last year. He finished second in the NL MVP voting last year, and maybe he will win it this year. Who knows? Last year, he batted .313 with 29 home runs, 145 walks. This guy has exceptional plate discipline, and he's part of a group of young rising stars in baseball. He may be the best of them. Now that this season is underway, his cards are starting to tick back up again as people are excited as to whether he could potentially get that MVP this year. Let's take a look at some of his cards, and as you can see here, I've got his 2018 Topps Chrome Update rookie card on the screen in PSA 10, as well as in BGS 9.5 and PSA 9. I've also got his Topps Heritage rookie card in PSA 10, and his Topps Update base card in PSA 10, BGS 9.5, and PSA 9 on the screen. These are all pretty high population cards. Many of these have been graded. They are not rare cards at all. But even despite that, we're seeing some nice upwards price movement. This is over the course of the last 2 weeks. If I switch to price change by percentage, you can see that a lot of these are going up. It is that Topps Update base card in BGS 9.5 that saw the largest increase. Now, of course, that one can sometimes be subgrade dependent, but that one is up 85% as of the most recent sale. I see his Topps Chrome Update base card in BGS 9.5. So both of the 9.5s have moved up the most, both the Topps Update and the Topps Chrome Update. The Topps Chrome Update is up 36%. His PSA cards are a little more flat, but most of them are still nudging upward. Only one of these cards is down, and that is his Topps Chrome Update base card in PSA 10 is slightly down. All the rest of these are up over the course of the last 14 days. These are all still relatively affordable cards. The most expensive of this is the Topps Chrome Update base card in PSA 10. That is a $260 card currently, but some of these cards in lesser condition can be had for around $100 or less. Let's switch to football for the number 4 spot, and we'll go with a quarterback who has found himself a new team, Drew Lock, now of the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Drew Lock certainly had his chances in Denver, couldn't quite get it done there, but he's now on the Seahawks, and as of now, it looks like Drew Lock will be the Seahawks starter this fall. Now, of course, Seattle can still make a move this offseason or in the draft, so who knows what will happen, but there are football card investors that are speculating he's going to be the starter, and they're thinking he may have a better season this year now that he's in Seattle. He started just 3 games last season with the Broncos, but back in 2020, he started 13 games, and that year he passed for almost 3,000 yards, but he had only 16 touchdowns to 15 interceptions, which is not great. Will he find his form in Seattle? We're gonna find out, but let's look at what his card prices have been doing on the speculation that he will. You can see here his 2019 Prism base card in PSA 10, his 2019 Select Concourse card in PSA 10, and his 2019 Select Field Level card in PSA 10. That one, by far the most rare of the 3. That one is a population of only 304. Personally, I love those Select Field Level cards. I just love the design of them and the fact that they are much lower population. That, by the way, is a Select Field Level Silver, I should specify. Looking at what all of these cards have done over the course of the last 14 days, that Select Field Level Silver most recently sold for $90. There was a sale of that card a little less than 2 weeks ago for $50. So it's jumped from $50 to $90 over the course of the last few sales. We have seen that Prism base card of Drew Lock most recently sell for around $34, whereas that card was selling for a little under $30 if we go back 2 weeks ago. So that's nudged up a few dollars in value. And the Select Concourse card, a similar pattern. It's up about 13% over the course of the last 2 weeks. Will these prices hold? We'll see what Drew Lock does this fall. In the number 3 spot, a baseball prospect so many are excited about, Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners. Many feel that he could compete this year for Rookie of the Year. He's the number 3rd overall ranked prospect in baseball. He's an outfielder for the Mariners. Now, he is off to a little bit of a slow start this season, only 1 hit through 12 at-bats, but that's just a very small sample size. And a lot of baseball card investors believe that he will pick up over the course of the season. We'll see growth in him as the season goes on, and that could lead to big things for his card prices. And those cards, they have definitely been hot. I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are his 2019 Bowman Chrome First Prospects card. That's in PSA 10 right there. That's in PSA 9 right there on your screen. And then we also included his Mega Box Mojo Refractor card from Bowman Chrome Prospects in PSA 10 condition. You can see what all 3 of these have done over the last 30 days. They've all gone up. It is that Mojo Mega Box Refractor card, which is up the most. It's up 28% over the course of the last 30 days. Actually, his Bowman Chrome's Prospect in PSA 9 is up 29%, so they're both up around the same amount. And his Bowman Chrome Prospects in PSA 10 is up 23%. That Mojo Mega Box Refractor card, currently today, will set you back $256. 30 days ago, you could have scooped that card up for a little under $200. So it's been a really nice run for Julio Rodriguez. We'll see what his cards do as the season progresses. Going with another hot baseball prospect in the number 2 spot, Jeremy Pena, the shortstop for the Houston Astros, has started hot. There's a lot of people excited about this guy. They got more excited recently when he hit his first career home run while his parents were on the television broadcast. They were interviewing his parents in the stand. When Pena hits his first home run, it was a really cool moment. Check it out if you haven't already. People are excited about him because he is ranked as Houston's top prospect and he has replaced Carlos Correa at shortstop. So people are buying his cards now that the baseball season is underway and we're seeing what he can do on the field. And as a result, his prices have been jumping up. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about. I have his 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospects Mega Box Mojo Refractor in raw condition. I also have his 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospects Auto in raw condition and his 2020 Bowman First Edition Sky Blue Foil in raw condition. Not a lot of his cards have been graded yet, so we're sharing 3 of his raw cards here. And you can see how they're all popping up. That Bowman Chrome Prospects First Auto card is up about 50% over the course of the last 30 days. That card today is $180. That card was down at as little as $86 less than 30 days ago. That Sky Blue Foil card in raw condition, it's up 515%. Now, granted, there have only been a couple of sales of that card, just a few, but the most recent sale was $40. And if you go back 30 days ago, there was a sale of that card for $6.50. So that was a very nice increase as well for Pena. And then his Chrome Prospects Mega Box Mojo Refractor Raw is up 238% over the last 30 days. Today that card is over $26. It was selling for as little as $7.75 on eBay just a few weeks ago. Man, Pena's cards have had a hot start to the season. It's time for the number 1 card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs in today's episode are from Market Movers, and you can now try Market Movers for free for 7 days. Just go to sportscardinvestor.com, click on Market Movers in the main menu bar, and use promo code TRIAL for instant free access. Okay guys, it's time for number 1. And that player is the hottest of all of the young prospects in baseball, Bobby Witt Jr. His cards have been popping off. Now, you guys know Witt is the 3rd baseman and shortstop for the Kansas City Royals, considered to be the top prospect in baseball. And people are expecting Witt to contend, possibly win Rookie of the Year this year. He is the favorite for that award right now. He is off to a little bit of a slow start. Just 1 hit and 3 RBIs through his first 12 at-bats, but of course it is a long season, and as the season gets going, hopefully Witt will get going as well. We've seen huge volume in the sales of his cards. If you look at sales charts of how many of his cards have sold on eBay, there have been a massive spike over the last couple of weeks. And as you guys know, as demand for any card goes up, oftentimes prices increase as well. And that is exactly what is happening with these Bobby Witt Jr. cards. Let's take a look. I put several on the screen. I've got his Bowman Chrome First Prospects card from 2020 in raw condition. I've got that same card in PSA 9 condition and that same card in PSA 10 condition. I've also got his Mega Box Mojo Refractor card in PSA 10 condition as well. And I've got that card in raw condition as well. So we've got a whole assortment of his 2020 Bowman First cards on the screen. And what you need to pay attention to is the fact they're all going up. You can see that more clearly if we switch to price change by percentage, and you can see that every single one of these cards is up. The card that's up the least is that Mojo Mega Box Refractor in PSA 10. That is up only 25%, which pales in comparison to some of the others. You've got cards like his Bowman Chrome Prospects First in PSA 10. That one's up almost 59% over the course of the last 30 days. That card today will cost you almost $300. In fact, there have been sales of that card for almost $350 in recent days. But if you go back just 30 days ago, you can find sales of that card for as little as $182. That has been a massive increase in that card over the course of the last 30 days. And most of Bobby Witt Jr.'s cards have done the same. All of these cards are up somewhere between about 20% and 60% over the course of the last 30 days. Hopefully, Bobby Witt Jr. will live up to the hype and we can see these card and prices continue to increase over the course of the season. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us that thumbs up right now and hit that subscribe and that bell icon if you haven't already. And download that Sports Card Investor app, or if you already have it on your phone, open the Sports Card Investor app, because with the NBA playoffs starting this week, expect to see some serious price movement with basketball cards in addition to baseball cards over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be fun to watch, and the best way to watch it day to day are the rankings in the Sports Card Investor app. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back in a couple of days with our next episode. Take care.